This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley, coming at you from the 2021 New Hampshire Meet of Champions. This year's meet hub brought to you by Arthur Thomas Properties, Seacoast leader in property management, leasing, and real estate sales. Today, we have an absolutely beautiful day for some racing. Clear blue skies, complete opposite of what we saw a week ago at Divisions. Meet of Champions, all these teams meeting up, going head to head. And team-wise, for girls, top teams, who do we got, Jimmy?
Oh my God, Keene's here, Oyster River, Concord, Dover, Souhegan, Hopkinton, Bedford, Winnicott, Exeter, and Bishop Girton. That's your top 10 right there. But I can tell you, I think it's a two-team battle between Keene and Oyster River today.
Yeah, and it's interesting because that top 10 is from the merger where we take all of the three divisions, throw them together. And D3 had probably the cleanest course by D1. It was chopped up a little bit. So again, like you said, that order can change, but Keene, Oyster River, they look like they could be going head-to-head for that #1 spot.
The key today is you want to be in the top 6.
Oh yeah, top 6 moves on to New England's next week in Vermont.
So top individuals, who are we looking at today? What do you think?
Well, our top returner from last year, second place last year, Souhegan's Chloe Trudell, she's looking pretty strong. She won divisions last week. BG's Mary-Kate Finn as well. She won D1, and then D3 winner, Portsmouth Christian's Brianna Malone. All three were top 10 here last year. Those three top in their divisions. That should be pretty good. We'll see what they do. Joining them up top, who else do we have?
Kenzie Cook and Haley Kavanaugh for Oyster River. Fiona Lee's been having a great season all year. It's been awesome watching her. Hey, how about Dover?
Dover's been good this year.
Brooke Marshall leading the way. Hopkins, Hannah Bennett. And she's got a whole crew of girls from Hopkinton that are just going to rip it today.
Keene, we talked about as a team. They have Hannah Shepard and Regan Hoy. Those two should look to kind of push that pace as well.
Individually, you have Katie Palmetier, Sophia Reynolds. Hey, she was second in New England a few years ago. Sheldon Fisher had a great race yesterday. And probably the best top 3 in the state on one team. Pinkowski, Nyan, and Smith of Concord.
Yeah, all those individuals looking to kind of score and make it to New England's top 25 individuals make it to New England. Now that doesn't matter if they're all on teams or not. So that 26th spot is not going unless their team qualifies. So a lot of these runners, they're running for their team and that individual spot of continuing their season.
So we got a special guest also here today, Kevin Beck. He's out from Colorado, originally from the Concord area, Bishop Brady and Concord. And Kevin, from the outside looking in, what are you looking at?
Well, my initial thoughts are that it appears to be there are fewer individuals than there ordinarily are qualified for the girls' race, and maybe for the boys.
Yeah.
And that it could be a consequence of what we were talking about earlier when this meet used to only have 12 teams, and now it's expanded to 18. So that tends to exclude more individuals, and it makes it a little easier to interpret the team race.
Guns up.
Guns up, and they're off.
Here we go, your 2021 Girls Meet of Champions race. They're coming across this field here. We are on a very fast, flat course.
Just like last week with Dover having the new uniforms, Concord's got the new uniforms this week.
I see Malone up in front. Looks like Reynolds is with her.
Katie Palmetier from Grady runs very aggressively out there.
I like how she runs.
But
All right, this is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com. We're at the 600-meter mark. See Brianna Malone leading the way. Big pack right here. Got a lot of mixed teams in there. Obviously very early. Lead cart just came past, and we've got first place in view now.
Looks like a two-person battle.
BG, PC.
Yeah, Mary-Kate Finn and Brianna Malone, Brooke Marshall, Sophia Reynolds. Team-wise, still pretty even right now.
Oh yeah, we're way too early to figure out team.
Yeah, it's not a lot of shaking out doing right now.
Nice job!
And the Concord girls tend to present a bit of a mystery because the way that they cluster, but not always the same girls.
Yeah, they can run from behind, and this might be a race where they can definitely climb the ladder. Mary Kate Finn's got a little bit of a lead.
All right, Molly, all right, looking good. Just stay in contact, keep your eyes
Yeah, she right now has probably about 10 meters on Brianna Malone, and the two of them have got a good distance on third place.
All right, Riley, here we go. Somebody in front.
Just going to shape
Get
up
right
for a
by
pretty
him. Go
decent
right
race.
by him. Go right by him.
It actually surprised me how high fidelity the merges have been over the years.
Yeah.
Because I tend to think, well, you got 3 different races, and if a single race takes on a different character, because some guy takes it out really hard and it happens to draw everybody out, then the times for that one division, even among faster guys, might be a little slower.
Exactly. All right, we're here at the mile. Got 5:40 on the clock here. That's Mary Kate Finn, followed by Brianna Malone. And that's Dover's Brooke Marshall, Chloe Trudell. And a good pack. Now we're going to be looking at the teams here. Top 3 teams are Keene, Oyster River, and Concord. What do you think right now, Jeff? What team do you think got the edge?
It's hard to say right now. We got a good grouping of Keene girls coming through right now. So
Great group of Girton right here. Girton's got all 5 in. They're ranked 10th. MOCs is known to shake things up. Concord's pack seems to be a little too far back, but it's still, like you said, we're only a mile into this race. A lot of racing happening. Mary Kate Finn looks like she's going to try to lengthen this out from the gun. Try to get away from the speedy Brown on the board. So right now we got about 7 minutes on the clock right now. These girls are coming through the mile on 7 minutes. See a group of bow runners coming in. They're coming in around 7:30. See Campbell and Madnock. Alright, now we have Campbell coming in. The next time you'll see us is down by the bridge. 64, 65. Like Barry. He's running great.
we have our leader.
Mary Kate Finn.
She's extended that gap
About a 30-yard lead.
over Brianna Malone, Portsmouth Christian.
Never over with Brianna Malone, though.
And that pack has closed it a little bit.
Brooke Marshall, Chloe Trudell, Sophia Reynolds, Allie McFarland, Oyster River contingent. Boy, Dover's come to run today. They got their green shirts on.
Concord with New Jerseys as well.
Right back to the crimson for Concord. So that's their 3 right there.
Keene with a pair.
Keene definitely has some work to do. 'Cause right now,
Hopkinton. Monadnock with a trio. Seeing a little bit of that grouping still. Right now, who's it look like, Jimmy?
wow, it's anybody's game. I was starting to think Dover, but they got 3 too far back. Keene's got quite a few back. I would say Concord's leading it right now. Maybe not. Nope, they're not either. They're not either. No.
In fact, they only had 2 in the top 25 or so. I know they like to move up, but we're getting a little far into the race window.
So who are you thinking, Kevin?
I am thinking Kane. Their uniforms are a little too unobtrusive, to be honest. Dover look good too, but they stand out more, and sometimes that can throw you when the pack is still tightly compressed. But Dover's impressed me all season. They kind of seem to come out of nowhere as a group.
I'm thinking Oyster River.
Here we go, Celia. Here we go. Here we go.
I wasn't looking at too many blues, but I'm thinking Oyster River was there. They had 2 way up towards the front.
And they got momentum because last week, basically every single one of their top 5 seemed to run well.
Overall, pretty good pack up front.
Wow, good, really good practice. Still anybody's game.
Yeah, we'll go ahead see how things are shaking out in the woods.
All right, so we have the lead vehicle in view, and it looks like in front we have, I think that's Southegan, and then Brianna Malone right behind her. They are hauling. Right now it looks like they're at about
a little over 8 minutes.
a little bit over 8 minutes, and
Following the front 2 is the big pack.
yeah,
Looks to be an interesting race coming up.
yep. They are not messing around today.
Yep, Bishop Girton in first, PCA in second, followed by Souhegan. It looks to be Dover.
Yeah, but right now that is Chloe Trudell, which is in 3rd place for what looks like it, and yeah, Co Brown. We have the first one, which is Sheldon Fisher, and there's a bunch more people coming along. So
2 of Souhegan, 2 of Dover, 3 of Dover. Here comes the lead vehicle once again.
yep, it looks like same person out in front. It looks like it's Bishop Girton. This time it's a little easier to tell because I believe they're using a yellow uniform, and last at States they were using green, and there's a lot of green throughout the entire division, so this should be able to really pick them out a little bit better. But they are doing really well right now.
Looks to be Bishop Girton in first, followed closest by Brianna Malone. A little bit of separation with Dover and Souhegan in the back.
But yeah, they seem to have a pretty sizable lead right now in between the rest of those people. But yeah, it looks like Brianna Malone might be starting to pick up a little bit more because she's now starting to look neck and neck with her.
Coming even, and Brianna is making the pass. Looks to be a decent gap between Dover and Souhegan working together.
Yep,
Trying to chase them down.
Yep, Chloe Trudell, and I don't remember who from Dover, but it looks like there's a lot of like clumps and then a bunch of people who are just spread out in between. So we got.
So there's 2 Oyster River, 1 of Co Brown, 2 of Souhegan. There's the second Dover.
There's a couple Pinkerton in there. That's another Dover as well.
Third
So
Dover.
is that another Dover?
So I think that's either the 3 or 4 for Concord and another for Exeter.
Yeah.
Second of Girton.
So right now, apart from those front runners, it seems to be really close, and it's right now it looks like it could be anyone's race.
I think that's 4 of Hawkinton.
But it looks like Dover, Hawkinton, Pinkerton's strong.
Another Concord.
But yeah, we should see a good race between Brianna Malone and that girl from Bishop Girton. It's going to be close, but I think Brianna Malone might have it. So this is New Hampshire Cross Country.
Here they come!
Okay, looking across the river at that 2 mile. That is a very close battle. Mary
What a
Kate,
race!
Brianna Malone.
Okay, here they come.
We get ourselves a duel right here. Mary Kate Finn and Brianna Malone.
Both of these runners are proven finishers too.
This should be a good one.
Right now, I think Malone's stalking her.
I think she's got a better kick.
Chloe Trudell coming across the bridge now.
Along with Brooke Marshall of Dover.
And here we go. Looks like we're starting to get some numbers. Big group here.
Sophia Reynolds, former New England champion.
Fiona Lee, Joyce the Rivers, Sheldon Fisher,
Keene, Concord, Hopkinton, Pinkerton, Dover.
Oh, Dover's got 3 right here. Conker's 3rd. Yep.
Again, Concord had some runners up front, but we saw their number 5 before was back. See if she's been able to move up some more as we got another BG, Salem, Keene again, South.
Conference was actively moving up.
Hopkinton.
The bridge. Come on, man.
That's at least 4 for Hopkinton right here.
Hopkins come to play today.
Yes, Sadie!
Dover's 4.
Conference fifth is moving up. There she is.
Dover's 5th.
So right now, I think your New England teams are emerging pretty clearly. It's a matter of what order we're going to see them in.
Dover's 6th. Dover's 7th. Dover's in pretty good shape right now.
Hello, Kaylee!
Remember the top 16 go through.
Top 16s,
Come on, Grace!
top 25 individuals.
Drop the hammer! This is it! Go! Go!
Last time, so she took off and moved up.
Off, yeah. So Conker's actually having a pretty good day. Dover's
Good job, Anna! You're looking good!
like they're having a pretty good day.
And with majority of them passed, we got to get to the finish line.
All right, let's do it. So here we are at the 4K. We got a battle. Brianna Malone, of course, with Christian. Mary Kate Finn, Bishop Girton. That's the Division III and the Division I champions, respectively. They're gonna come in 4K at around 14:30. We got a race here.
Yeah, they're running close together.
Looks like Mary Kate Finn is trying to gap her right here. Chloe Trudell in 3rd.
Those 2 girls have a really good lead.
And that's Brooke Marshall there in 4th. Chloe Trudell looks like she's on her horse though. She might go try to catch them. And then we have a huge pack for 5th. Sophia Reynolds is in that group. Group of Oyster River girls. Huge group.
Big
top
pack.
5.
Big
That's-
tight pack right there.
That's almost unheard of. We have Sauhegan, Cole Brown. I think that's Keene's first right there. Concord 2nd. Looking at the team battle here, Keene is the favorite. We got Hopkinton, Pinkerton. All right, here we go. We're right before the 3 mile. Mary Kay Finn has extended her lead. Brianna Malone's right behind her. If nothing changes, that's your 1st and 2nd place. You're the champions. In 3rd place, it's Chloe Trudell right there, and Brooke Marshall's in 4th, tracking her down.
Cresting the hill, that's Mary Kate.
It's gonna be a great race.
Hot on her heels. This is a kick, looks like Brianna Malone.
Brianna Malone is taking it to her. It's over. It's over. Brianna Malone, she was 2nd coming over the hill. She's not 2nd anymore.
What a great tactical race from her. Doing what she needs to do. Be Meet of Champions champion, Brianna Malone.
Congratulations.
Right through, Green.
2021. Meet a champion champion.
Mary Kate coming 2nd, still a great time.
Chloe Trudell gonna take the 3rd.
She closed that gap a bit.
She did very well. 18,
Chloe
22.
Trudell from Sauhegan.
Brooke Marshall.
Those 3 were all division champions last week. The 3 division champions.
Might have heard Larry Martin in the background there. All division champions went 1, 2, 3 this week. Pretty impressive to see that. We don't see it every year.
Fiona Lee. Sophia Reynolds.
Keep moving, Benton.
Right through, ladies.
Little close racing there.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a little bit out of bounds, but yeah.
Here we go, Keene, Concord.
Oyster River and Concord both have 2 in. Oyster River with a slight points advantage right now.
So Egan's got 2 in.
Here comes Hopkinton. Winnicott. Battle between teammates from Pinkerton as they try and take on Dover right there. Pretty
Dover's
close.
third, Concord's third. Dover's fourth.
Keep moving, ladies. Water's to the left.
Right now, Kevin, what do you think? Dover looks like
I think Dover. I'm a little thrown by the similarity in Dover and Hopkinton's color, but they're both up there.
Well, this is Hopkinton 2, 3, and I see 4th on the stretch unless they snuck one in.
Here's a clump. Here comes a clump.
I thought Concord was
Stop
going to
there,
pick up
don't
some more
stop there.
places in the last mile. I'm not sure that
Go.
they
Here's
did
a
that.
big group.
Enough to get by the Oyster River or Dover.
Keene's coming in strong now, too, but here comes Dover's 5th right here. So I'd say Dover is taking this one
I'm
today.
guessing you're right.
Dover's 6th.
Dover's looked great all year.
They did.
They started off the year strong at Merritt Hill Farms.
Stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Get up. Move. Come on. Don't stop
right
there.
around,
Don't
right
stop
around,
there.
right around.
This is Concord's 4th. Again, I've lost Oyster River in the transition.
Water to the left.
Yeah, a lot of quality teams makes it hard to watch everyone as we've got Newmarket crossing, followed by Dover, Conval.
Dover's 6th and Dover's 7th in the view. Dover.
Be right into it.
If nothing, they're just going to 7th.
Moving to 7.
Is this Concord's 5th coming in with the glide right here?
Keep moving.
I think it is.
Nice job.
So they had a good day. They secured their spot.
Water to the left if you
It almost looks like the top 16's coming in.
Stop there,
The top 16's that are going to be going.
And it looks fairly definitive too. Like I don't think there are going to be too many
Eyes open, ladies.
close
Eyes
ups.
open.
Pinkerton seemed to look good, but again, you know, you get a sense of 2 or 3 uniforms. And if you don't know where that 5th runner is, you can have a terrible sense of how the race is actually gone.
I'm not so sure about that Oyster River. That was a little Blake.
Oh yeah, well, not the Concord runner.
The one that forced you to the outside.
One of those things we'll let the
We'll let the
officials,
judges do that
Yeah,
one.
we'll have them take that job on so we don't have to.
Most of the time, you don't see it too much. You see it on the track where you can really test it to the lane. Here you don't.
So here we got another Hopkinton runner as we're about 21:30.
I got to be honest with you, I'd probably do the same move. Run a little wide.
Keep moving, ladies. Don't stop here. Keep moving.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a grace period too in high school. Like on a track, you can really see it because you have lanes across country.
Moving,
They
Newmarket.
pull up Paul Chalimo and move out into lane 4 and force everybody out there.
Exactly.
Hey, all's fair in love and war, right?
Keep moving. Keep moving.
I'm pretty sure Hopkinton secured it today. They had a pretty good day.
Yeah, I'd say they had a pretty good looking pack. They should be in position to move on.
So that's good for a Division III team to make it.
It's always
They've been strong all year.
Oh yeah, always great to see that. I mean, you look at the rankings all year; they've been up there contending, and it's not like a courtesy bib. They were legit.
They were as high as 3rd at one point.
I was telling Jim before the start that I thought Hopkinton's big problem, they had great bunching, but when you look at a D3 finish and you see all those runners at the top, you can neglect how slow the times tend to be.
Right.
And they didn't have a potential for a big low sticker, I thought, but they actually did.
They held
They had a
their own,
19-0 up there, and they rose to the occasion. Like you said, they came to play today.
Moving.
30, 31.
It's a good sign for Oyster River to have two back
Stop there.
that far.
Keep going,
So
Oyster.
It appears that they have a team where they couldn't have afforded to have any of their top 5
Yeah.
have an off day, but they didn't really.
Good job.
Head number 5 was quite a bit in front of their 6, 7, I think.
and it's tough to come in here with only 5, especially when you have a year with the illnesses and COVID and everything else.
Well, a couple years ago, you remember Sauhegan had an extraordinarily powerful top 3. I think it was Sauhegan. No, it was Conval. And they had 3 that
Oh
were
my God.
almost, in their 4 or 5 were like 23-minute range runners, and you almost felt bad for them because they knew what their job was.
Exactly.
You know what? They got them to the New Englands that year, I remember.
Once with Christian when they had Liza Corso and Brianna Malone, and they had a 3rd, but yet they couldn't buy a 4 and a 5th, 4 and 5.
140.
Well,
Going,
Kathy
keep going.
Skiro won a state title. I say won a state title, won many. I know as a senior, the number 2 runner in the state was Tracy Tuttle. her teammate, and they didn't even have a 5. They didn't have 5 runners. I mean, if I were that coach, I would have been scouring the high school looking for bodies, kids in detention, make them come out and run, because back then you could kind of do that.
Right.
The one team I didn't have a strong sense of throughout was Keene. Maybe because the uniforms are unobtrusive and they change them around, but they had the white and the orange and black trim, if I remember right.
Right. Almost like a copper color.
Yeah, Keene's always that team we don't see a lot of, and then they come in with that jersey. You never know. I noticed them a little bit, but it's again, they blend in.
And that's almost what you want when you're racing.
Oh yeah, there's coaches that they'll switch up the jersey just for championship meets, make it harder for their competition to mark them.
I know last week Dover did it, but now they're back to their green.
Flip up
Seems
your
like
number.
a little better luck
Flip
with the
up your
green.
number.
I worked for the Boston Red Sox in their stretch run when they went to those Boston Athletic Association colored uniforms. A little visually jarring to see them in yellow and blue, but
But how many games in a row they win? They won like 7 or 8 games there.
Well, with the majority of the runners past us, once again, this is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runners Alley, coming at you from the New Hampshire Meet of Champions 2021. This year's Meet Hub brought to you by Arthur Thomas Properties, Seacoast leader in property management, leasing, and real estate sales. This has been your 2021 Girls Meet of Champions race.